This is Modu Enesnjai, the CEO and founder of FARMFRESH Gambia, an agri-tech company founded in 2013. Modu is an IT guy by profession. He has over 25 years experience. In fact, right after he graduated high school in 1995, he enrolled at GTTI to study IT. And after that, he even became an IT lecturer at GTTI. And at just 22 years of age, he became an assistant IT manager for Continent Bank. After that, he went to the US to study. And after finishing his studies, he came back to Gambia to work with different organizations. He worked with the United Nations as an independent IT consultant. He worked as an IT manager for both Reliance Financial Services and Guaranty Trust Bank. Despite the welfare and all the good things that goes along with such careers, Modu left to start his own venture. And now he has 3 different companies. He has an IT company that does software development, IT consultations and audits. And he also have an agri-tech crowdfunding company that links farmers with investors. And of course, FARMFRESH, Gambia's first local e-commerce company. In the beginning, FARMFRESH was strictly an e-commerce platform, but now it has expanded to a click and mortar company where he now has an online store and an offline store, a physical store.
Okay, so you mentioned that you, like, all your life you've been an IT guy.
Yeah.
So how did you end up in this like agri-business? Why, IT and agri, they have no like relation.
Yeah, that is very true. But what's interesting is what is still running FARMFRESH is IT, because our core business is still e-commerce. What you see here is just a sample showing what we do online, the products that we sell online. But the core business is still IT, is e-commerce. So I developed the platform whereby people can go online and shop, place their orders, they can make payments online, and we have a delivery component also. We have motorbikes, so when you place the order, we get an SMS alert, an email alert, and we dispatch the delivery guy to go and deliver almost immediately. So IT has always been my passion, and it's still what's in the background. That's what's running the company FARMFRESH. But of course, because I interact with the farmers, I also develop a passion and liking for agriculture. For a long time, I've always had a passion for agriculture, eating healthy and things of that nature. My late father was also an agriculturist, so maybe that might have also influenced me. That's late by Ninjai for people who know him, NSZ. And then one thing led to another, and now I'm fully into agriculture, and hopefully very soon I will also be running my own farm, inshallah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like, how is it going so far? Like Gambians, but we'd rather call you and make orders directly via the phone than to order on your website. So how is that like going?
Yeah, it's been tough. Like since we started, as you rightly stated, Gambians are they're still not used to the online concept, but it was worse in 2013, like when people thought I was crazy, like e-commerce can never work here, But fast forward to 2022, really, quite a number of Gambians now are able to go to the platform and order online. And the platform is also mobile friendly, so you don't need to be on your computer. You can just use your smartphone, and it will just appear like a mobile app, which we might launch later on. But if you access the website farmfresh.gm on the mobile, it looks just like an app, and it's very, very user friendly. But still, there's room for improvement. Still, a good number of Gambians still prefer to make phone calls, which we accommodate, because this business, you cannot just say that we're only going to accept online orders and not anything else. So we are very flexible.
But like you said, like healthy food and all, but to most of us here, food is food, chop mom, chop la.
Yeah.
So like, can you explain the benefits of, organic food and organic farming and, what are the importance?
Yeah. It's really important to eat healthy. As you can see, if you look around, thanks to you, you've done some canvas for me. And one of the themes that you can see here, because this is, when you come here, you'll see our mindset. It's about educating people about the importance of eating healthy and staying healthy. Positive thinking, eat better, healthy living, regular exercise, feel good. That one says you are what you eat. Change your eating habits one bite at a time. You can see what happened during the COVID. It's the healthiest people that were able to really survive and withstand it and fight the disease. And doctors' advice would always tell you, eat healthy, the ginger, the cloves, your vegetables, eat a lot of fruits. So these are the things that would really keep you healthy. And what we've done also is, in order to educate the population, we have also started a column. Well, actually we started it a number of years ago. It's called You Are What You Eat. It's an article, it's a column in the Standard newspaper, but now not only in the Standard, but we publish it on our website, on our Facebook, Instagram. Each week we select a particular fruit or vegetable. We feature this fruit. We talk about the history of the fruit, the nutritional value of this fruit or the vegetable, and also we give out some tips like recipes, how to prepare some of these vegetables in interesting ways that others didn't know. Like you say, batanse, people just it's overcooked always. Carrot, people don't eat it. But if we show you how to cook or bake batanse in a very nutritious way, you'll love it. You will not throw it away. Come most of the time, you just put those things aside and then focus on the meat. So every week we try to educate people about a particular vegetable or fruit and the importance of eating healthy. Because a healthy mind is a wealthy mind, and a healthy nation is a wealthy nation. It's a very simple rule, and really the countries that have healthy populations, healthy citizens, these are the countries that are really making good development. Because if you spend all your time in going to the hospital trying to stay healthy, the economy will suffer.
Okay. But like about the economy, Africa, we have like the agribusiness and the agricultural industry is like, it's worth billions of dollars. And we cannot talk about agriculture and agribusiness without farmers. And yet still here, farmers are one of the poorest. Like, why is that?
No, Degala.
Why is that?
Degala, it's really sad and unfortunate. One of the factors is lack of access to finance. You see, here, the kind of farming or the kind of agriculture that most people practice, that's the farmers that you mentioned in the rural area, is what you call subsistence farming. That is eat to live, eating to survive, hand to mouth. That's what we have. So, and that is not going to transform an individual or a farmer into a real businessman. So it has to be, we have to go to the next level, which is called commercial farming. So farmers need inputs, fertilizers, they need machinery like tractors. They also need proper training on the latest farming techniques and methodologies so that they can maximize, their output, their yield. There are certain simple things that they can do. They don't have to keep doing the way the olden days were doing things. There are new technologies, new ways of doing things, which might not necessarily be even expensive. Like you have this drip irrigation system, not the normal drip, which is expensive with the pipes, but I watched on YouTube some Chinese guys, they just use a normal container and with this empty bottle of water, the Evian water, the small one, there's a way you tilt it and then the water will be dripping. You open the cap a little bit and the water will be dripping and it will be watering your plants. Like for a whole week or 2 weeks, you just have to come and observe that everything is okay. You don't have to struggle to be going up and down, because the amount of water drops would be sufficient for the plant to survive for at least for the generation, for the lifespan of the plant.
All right.
So these are little things that we want to not only talk about but also put into action. When we start getting into farming ourselves, and to teach people about these easy things, easy steps.
His business model is quite simple. Since he's an IT guy, he developed this e-commerce website and partnered with local farmers and agripreneurs to sell their products to the general public. That was the whole idea in the beginning. But through his daily interaction with farmers, he developed a strong love and passion for farming. So with a little bit of research here and there, he eventually started a small garden in his compound where he planted strawberries, yam, carrots, and the like. He told me that he acquired a modest farmland in Pirang and and very soon he'll go into serious farming.
So you've been in the agribusiness for like over 5-6 years.
Yes.
And you've gained lots of experience, and you've seen a lot of things. I'm sure there's some things that you'd want to change, but maybe it's out of your reach. You cannot do. So let's just say today, if you are made like the Minister of Agriculture, what are the things that you want to do or just undo?
Yes. Well, for me, my passion is business. So if the government supports my business, I'll be very happy. If Gambians support my business, I'll be very happy. But I know that's just an example that you give. So supposedly, one of the things that I would do is definitely promote the local industry. That is to say, come up with policies that would ensure that you can call it bias, but we give priority to local production. When it comes to events, we have events all the time. Government events, launching this, launching that. That 100%, the drinks, the food, everything has to be local, nothing imported. Things like that. Okay? Giving tax relief to farmers, people who want to import agricultural produce, zero tax, things like that. Okay? And also encouraging farmers by giving them seeds. And also, most importantly, when there is an overproduction of a certain crop or vegetable in the market, for example, onions, as we have seen right now, we have an overproduction of onion. We have enough supply that could potentially serve the whole country.
But so our onion, where is it coming from? It's coming out.
No. Right now, you'll be surprised if you go to Jokadu, in LRR, CRR, they're producing tons and tons and tons of onions, but they don't have access to market. So in the end, they get frustrated, they don't get the right price, they have to cross the border and sell it cheap to Senegal. Right? And then the problem is they also compete against the imported onions, and then their onions get wasted. So, for me, what I would have done is do the research, know about the statistics, that we have sufficient supply of onions, then I'll put a temporary hold on importation of onions, even for 3 months, so that the local produce can, benefit and be sold, and they won't have to worry about getting a customer, because nobody would have a choice but to buy the local onions. And the same applies to eggs, local chicken. Once we have the capacity, definitely there's no reason to allow the imports to come in, unless when there's not enough capacity. Then yes, you can allow the imports. Countries like Senegal and other countries have implemented this strategy in terms of rice and poultry. They've done it, and you don't import poultry in Senegal. Like the eggs, they've stopped importation of eggs for quite a while now. And this will definitely be favorable to the poultry farmers, definitely. So these are just few of certain things that I would have done.
You've mentioned that you work with local farmers and stuff, but are you looking into like acquiring your own land where you employ people and produce your own stuff and to sell on your website and here as well?
Yes, actually, just recently we've acquired our land. It's not a big one. It's a modest piece of land which we want to use as a test case to start growing, these produce ourselves. Because we've been in business for at least 8 years, and we've learned a lot, and we want to put our knowledge and experience into practice. And also, the other reason is sometimes it's challenging to get the farmers to produce exactly the vegetables that you want, and also at the time that you want it. Sometimes there's a challenge in terms of reliability and consistency. You will have an order, and they will confirm that they have it by the time, like on the day that you're supposed to pick up the order, the vegetables. they'll give you an excuse and say, oh, we forgot, we sold it to someone else who was putting us under pressure or something. You know, these things are not acceptable in business, and that would ruin your reputation. So, and we want to focus on on some niche market produce, vegetables, fruits that are not being grown by others in a commercial way. You know, unique ones. You know. So, and that would add value, like strawberries, kale, spinach, broccoli, cauliflower, and also educate Gambians. Like these vegetables might sound foreign, but through this You Are What You Eat series, and hopefully we'll soon have a TV series, Gambians will get to know about other things. We don't need to restrict ourselves to just the fruits or vegetables we know. There are many other things that we can grow and benefit from that will also be good for our health. So it's a combination of producing and also educating Gambians. Yeah, so this is our passion. My passion is agriculture. So for a start, since we haven't started producing anything, we don't have a farm per se, in my own backyard at home, I started doing my own little gardening, my own research center, you know, growing strawberry, which hopefully you'll see, yam, which I bought in the street. I just bought it randomly from someone, and it had a little bit of root, and I was curious. I said, okay, I'll just cut this and plant it, and you'll see it's growing. You know, wow. Yeah, within 2 weeks, 3 weeks, it's growing. I was even surprised. So it's like low try, like do have that or not, and I was so blessed. I just tried it and it worked. You know,
I saw planted who planted like apples.
Apples, yeah.
I saw it.
Yeah, people are planting apples, even grapes, harvesting apples, harvesting grapes, strawberries. There's so many people doing it now. You know, so I have red cabbage. I'm growing red cabbage, things that are not very common, that are a bit rare. You know, just to see the response, so that I can apply it on a large scale. And this is what I would advise to people. You know, before you go big, even if you have the money, start small, test it at home, test it in a small area, and then, you know, if it works, then grow big. Rather than having a large piece of land and being too ambitious, invest so much money, in the end, it may not work. Yeah.
So lastly, what piece of advice do you have for young people in the agribusiness?
Yeah, the advice that I have for young people in the agribusiness is that they have to exercise patience. Agriculture can be a very profitable business, but it's also a very difficult business. It's very time consuming. It requires a lot of patience and persistence. But if you exercise these qualities, definitely you will not regret it. And agriculture is the present, and definitely it's going to be the future. And they just need to remain focused. They also need to do a lot of research about whatever they're growing. Don't just do copy and paste, because so and is doing this, oh, strawberry, oh, apple, you know.
Yeah, I think Gambia, that's the thing. Problem there.
Yeah, we copy and paste too much.
Yeah.
It's not bad to copy, but do the research, you know, first. Know about it. You know, I spend hours and hours on YouTube. You know, I download YouTube videos, I learn about certain processes. Like I told you about this drip irrigation. I'm very excited to try it myself. I know it will work, but it's so simple. You know, things like that. Do research, you know, more and more research. You know, and read widely if you've been to school, and network with other farmers to learn from them. I do that all the time. You know, don't ever think that you know it all or that sort of thing. The more you network, the more you learn. Yeah.
Majority of his clients are non-Gambians and Gambians in abroad. By non-Gambians, I mean tourists who visited Gambia before, and, you know, they've made some friends here. So whenever they want to support their friends, you know, they go to the FARMFRESH website and buy their friends food stuff like bags of rice, bags of onions, and the like. Mr. Njai mentioned that although it is important to remit money, but it is also important to remit food, because sometimes when you remit money, it is not efficiently used. So that is why majority of his clients are Gambians in abroad.
Let's talk about the challenges you face in this whole agribusiness, the agriculture.
Yeah.
You know, it's we can say that the Gambia, the whole agriculture sector is like untapped. You know,
yeah,
we can say that.
Yes.
Yeah. So, like, what are the struggles you face here?
Ooh, the struggles are many, really. From electricity, as you can see.
Yeah, like just did their thing,
you know, and it's hot. So lack of access to finance is always a problem. Money is not everything. Access to finance is not the only or the most important aspect for an entrepreneur. Okay, some people think that without money you cannot do anything. But yes, you can do things without money. But as you grow and you go up to a certain stage, definitely you will need support if you want to grow, to scale and go to the next level. So access to finance is often a challenge because you go to the commercial banks, the interest rate is too high, they ask for collaterals. Okay, sometimes it's fair also for them because they also want to, this money that they're lending you, it doesn't belong to them. This is depositors' money. So they need to be sure that you can pay it back. So, but things like aggregators, let's say access to grants, yes, there are some initiatives, but for some entrepreneurs, the grants that are being awarded, it's money, you can call it money without no disrespect, but it won't help you to scale.
Exactly.
You know, and sometimes it's risky because you might end up just misusing it because it's neither here nor there.
Okay.
Maybe your target is 200,000 for the project and you're getting 50,000. And you know, what can you do with the 50 when your target is 100? Yes, you can do little things, but it restricts you. Again, it is encouraged and it's appreciated. You know, such initiatives need to be, we need to have more of such investments, angel investors. Gambians are not used to investing, you know. We need to encourage more Gambians.
We even have like an angel investing firm here.
I'm aware of one, which is called GAIN, Gambia Angel Investor Network, but not many people are aware of it, you know, and not many people have been onboarded on that. So we need more of such initiatives. I applaud them. It's wonderful. We need more Gambians investing in other Gambian businesses. There are lots of Gambians with money in the Gambia and outside.
Outside the Gambia.
So this is what I think we need in the Gambia. Gambians should continue to support each other.
So before we go, is there anything you'd like to tell the viewers?
Yeah, what I would like to tell them that just to encourage you, Gano, that this is a very good initiative, and I want to applaud you. I know it's not easy, and I would encourage the viewers to like this video and to share it and to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Gano did it. I think that's it. Gano did it. I think it's fantastic.
I'll leave the link to the FARMFRESH website below. You can go there and check them out. I'll leave a link to all their social media platforms and phone numbers. I'll also leave a link to Mr. Njai's personal account. You can go ahead and follow him on socials. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.